All right, so we're going to finish up 7.8 today, this Solving Systems of Inequalities. We didn't get to finish it quite on Thursday. So on the back side of your 7.8 is example 2, where it says, write the system of inequalities represented by the graph. Okay, and it's got some tips to help us. We want to find the slope, which is our m, and our y-intercept, the b. We want to write an equation and then convert it to an inequality. Remember, your solid boundary lines are greater than or equal to and less than or equal to, and the dashed boundary lines are greater than and less than. So in these, maybe I should, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit for each one. And refocus here. Okay, that might help us a little bit. All right, so we are writing the system of inequalities. And so this is what we need to do for each of these lines. Okay, so you can see the shading there, right? We're shading here to this line, which is solid. And then here we have a line and it's shaded all above. Okay, and it's a solid line. So let's get started. Let's do this one here first, perhaps. Okay, we'll color code these a little bit. All right, so first we need to find our slope and our y-intercept. Well, our y-intercept is usually the easiest to find right here, right? So that's our b. So for this line, our b equals a positive 1. To find our slope, we just need to find another place where it intersects. So I'm going to choose this one. So I can see it goes up 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going left 1. So that's negative 1. So my slope is negative 3 over 1. Or you could just say it's negative 3. And then I'm going to write my equation for that. Okay, because it's y equals mx plus b, right? That's what we're going with. So that means we are going to keep the y equals our slope, so negative 3x plus our b value is 1. The last step then is to convert it to an inequality. So I'm going to erase my equal sign and I'm going to put an inequality sign in there. So this is a solid, so I know it has to have an equals in it. And I shaded everything below the line, right, below and to the left. So that is a less than or equal to. Okay, so there's one of my equations. Y is less than or equal to negative 3x plus 1. Or one of my inequalities, I should call it. Okay, then let's change it up for my green line to green, and we'll make this my green line here. Okay, so notice my line is horizontal. So that means we have a y equals something line. We still have to find our y-intercept. Okay, so where does it cross this line? So I'm going to erase a little bit of this red so I can kind of count a little. So it goes negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, and negative 4. So my y equals negative 4. That is my line. That's where that line is, except that it's an inequality. I have to convert this to the inequality. So on this one, notice everything, it's a solid line, so it's going to have an equals in it. Everything above the line, right, is shaded. So that means everything greater than y is shaded. So there is my other inequality for this system. Okay, so down on your line where it says inequality is where you can write them together. So you've got y is less than or equal to negative 3x plus 1, and y is greater than or equal to negative 4. Slip that negative in there. That's your system of inequalities there. All right, so then let's do B. Okay, for B, we'll make this line my blue line. Okay, and I'm going to go through the same steps. I need to find my slope and my y-intercept. So first of all, my y-intercept is right here, which is negative 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so my y-intercept is negative 4. My slope, I need to find between 2 points, my intersection. So like here is another place it crosses your grid lines underneath very nicely. So to get from one point to the other, I'm going up 2 and right 1. So my slope equals 2 over 1, which is just 2. And I can write my equation. Okay, so I've got y equals m, so 2x plus -4. So you could write plus -4, or like this is fourth quarter. You should be able to just write 2x minus 4 at this point. Convert from an equality to an inequality. Okay, so if we look at that, everything below the line is being shaded. Okay, and it's a dashed line, so no equal sign, and everything below the line or everything less than, so everywhere that y is less than 2x minus 4 is what's shaded. So that's one of my inequalities. For the other, all right, we've got this one. It's a dashed line. Okay, and we need to do the same thing. Find its slope, its y-intercept, write the inequality. So its y-intercept is going to be right there on the line. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So its y-intercept is 5. Its slope, you're finding a place where it intersects, which is right there, right? Like it's right on the grid line there, your x and y grid lines. So you're coming down 1, which is negative, going right, which is a positive. So your slope is -1 over 1, or just -1. So our equation is y equals -1x plus 5. Okay, we're going to convert that. So we're going to erase our equal sign, convert it to an inequality. So everything below the line or everything less than the line is being shaded. So there's my other equation or inequality. So my pair is y is less than 2x minus 4 and y is less than -x plus 5. That's my system of inequalities for 2b. All right, so that's it. So you need to go back to the original assignment. It was 1 through 33. And there's like 3 or 4 problems, I don't remember, that cover this topic specifically, like writing the equation. So you need to do those, and then you have a worksheet as well for homework of graphing a few more systems and getting that practice in. Because you want to have that solid before we have our test, because that'll be what's next. All right, have a great one. I will see you later.